Good morning, my dear students. Welcome once again to the Google Classroom of Sri Gokulam Public School. Last class we were discussing about the poem Wind. We will just go through the main points of that poem which we had discussed in the last class. We said that the wind is used as a symbol for difficulties and adversities in our life. The poet was requesting the wind to come softly like a breeze. The wind does not listen to the poet and causes many destructions around. It breaks weak and fragile things like houses, doors, windows. It is also compared to the problems that we are facing in our life. We discussed that problems comes to us unannounced, without any announcement, without any notice, so we should be prepared for it. And we also discussed that when we are having weak mind, it is easy for us to fall down and get hurt, in the sense that when we are having problems in our life, if we do not face it with courage and strength, there are chances that we will become depressed and our life will become a failure. So these are the main points that we had discussed in the last class. Now let us move to the next stanza of the poem, where the poet is giving us ways or suggesting methods how we can be friends with problems, or how we can get prepared for problems in our life. So come, let's build strong homes. Let's joint the doors firmly. Practice to firm the body. Make the heart steadfast. Do this and the wind will be friends with us. So here are a few suggestions given by the poet how we can face problems or difficulties in our life. The advice or the suggestion that the poet is giving is very simple. It is to make ourselves strong with willpower and determination. So this is the simple advice that he is giving to us. Now he was comparing the wind breaking down houses or destroying houses. So he says, for the houses to not break down or fall down during a storm, what will we do? We will definitely build stronger homes. How we will build stronger homes? We will build stronger homes by using materials or inputs that is strong. For example, we will use more concrete, we will use wood that is very strong, glass that is unbreakable. So these kinds of inputs or materials we will be using to build a house that is very strong. Most importantly, if a house has to stand strong, the base of the house has to be very strong. So we will build the base of the house, use more metal, more concrete, more cement. So all these kinds of things we will be using it more, so that the base, the foundation of the house is very strong, and when a storm comes, the house does not fall down. So by using stronger inputs and materials, we will make a strong home. So that is what the poet is telling us. Let us build homes that is stronger. The doors of the houses, let us screw it up. Let us screw the doors of the house in a stronger way. Join it together more firmly, strongly, so that the doors does not fall down just when wind blows by. So this is what he is asking us to do. Okay. So similarly, in our life, how can we face adversities? It is to use inputs or materials more, that which will make us very strong and firm. So practice these kinds of things. So that is the word that he is using here. Practice. Okay. Practice it. Every day we have to keep practicing ourselves. Keep ourselves mentally strong. Prepare ourselves well. It is not when a problem arises we think about a solution. For that, what we have to do? We have to mentally prepare ourselves. We should understand that problems may come anytime to us. That is what he told in the previous line. He would not listen to us. The wind will not listen to us. So as a sensible, intelligent human being, we should understand that any time we have to confront. Confront means face problems in our life. So for that, we have to keep ourselves mentally prepared. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. So these are the next lines in the stanza, the final lines of the poem. So finally, what is the poet telling us? We should not consider wind as something negative or bad. Now there are two things that he is saying about the wind. If the fire, okay, we have seen if the fire is very feeble, is very less, when the wind blows over it, the fire extinguishes. It goes down. Suppose if the fire is blowing in a high flame, okay, it's blowing in a high flame. What happens when the fire comes? That flame will get increased. Simple basic science this is, which we all know. So here what is the poet telling? The poet is telling that we cannot blame the wind for anything. It is depending on the fire that whether the fire will get extinguished or it will be roaring in more flames. If the fire is burning in more flames, the wind is actually supporting the fire. So it is depending on the fire whether the wind is good or bad. So similarly, we should not consider adversities and problems in our life as something bad. If we are having a strong mind, adversities help us to become even stronger. Because it is only when we are facing problems in our life, we use all our potential, our abilities and talents. So it is important that we face difficulties in our life. When we have problems, we think about solutions. When we think more, our brain works more. So we are using creative ideas. When the brain develops, we develop. So this is all very important in our life. We come out with many solutions. And when we face problems, our willpower increases, our determination increases, it enhances our character. So all these problems and difficulties are needed for the development of our character. It is an essential part of our growth. Facing challenges and facing difficulties is an essential, a very, very important part of our growth and development. We should understand that. So whenever we are facing with problems, we should not get depressed and sad and think that everything is over. We should not consider like that. Instead, we should consider that this is an opportunity, a problem when we are facing. We should think positive and we should understand that this is an opportunity for my growth and development. And find out solutions. Every problem has got a solution. There is a key to the door that you are facing. Only thing is that we should know how to use that key. So every problem that we are facing has got a solution. It is for us to understand and find out that solution. So this is a simple thing that the poet is telling. He tells that the wind in the form of problems and difficulties is actually God helping us to improve ourselves, helping us to develop ourselves. So that is the last line that the poet says. His friendship is good for us. We need it. It is an essential part of our growth. And hence we praise him every day. That is what we should be doing. As intelligent human beings, we should be praising problems like we are praising God we are thanking God, we should also say thanks to problems in our life. That much positive attitude we should have. That is the final advice that the poet is telling. Be so strong that any problems we face in our life, we should be positively facing it. We should never get depressed. There are solutions to all the problems. Whenever you are facing problems, talk to your friends, talk to your elders, talk to the experts and ask them solutions. Think about creative ways. Crying, weeping, worrying, and committing suicides is not a solution. There definitely lies a solution for your problem which you can solve, which you can do. So that is the ultimate thing that we should remember in our life. So this is the poem that he has explained.